Welcome to Always Analog, where we celebrate the beauty of analog technology in the digital world. So today we're going to talk a little bit about pencil cups. And I've only recently realized that this is a really fascinating and fun subgroup of pencil collecting. And I've really had the great pleasure to talk to so many collectors about sort of pencil adjacent collections that they have. Maybe it's they collect pencil cups, they collect pencil sharpeners, they collect pencil extenders, they collect erasers, pencil clips, you name it. And it doesn't surprise me because as somebody who's been a collector of all kinds of things throughout my entire life, I realize that almost everything out there is something that can be collected. So we're going to start with something that Santa brought me this Christmas and talk about, getting something more than I deserve, because I, as usual, was on the naughty list, but Santa still came through, and this I got at Christmas, and this gift is a Westinghouse television, about circa 1956, 57, in that area, of a pencil cup. Look at this. Pencil cup that is in the shape of the Westinghouse TV. And it's like, because I collect, as some of you know, I collect all kinds of analog things. I would love to have this television set, the actual TV set, but I don't. But boy, this is the next best thing in my book, because it really combines two things I love, and that is vintage Westinghouse appliances. And for those who have been to Cavalcade of Food, you've probably seen, or you can see if you're interested, videos on a number of vintage appliances there, many of them Westinghouse, and pencils. So this is really something that I cherish, and I know that this cup was found in Mansfield, Ohio, and that's important because Westinghouse had an appliance factory, a rather large one, in Mansfield, Ohio, and manufactured a lot of things there. So this pencil cup, again, is in the shape of a television. Oh yes. Who's on the screen? Well, that's Betty Furness, don't you know? She's a former Miss America, but more importantly, for, 15 years, maybe even 20 years, she was the spokeswoman for Westinghouse, and she did a lot of their commercials. And it appeared in a lot of their advertisements, and her name appeared, even though she really wasn't a cook, on the Westinghouse cookbook, which was printed in the millions in the 1950s. But isn't this great? I just love it. And I love, too, the legs, just like on the real TV set, swivel. So you can really, if you had the TV, you can put it in any direction. There is a mark on the inside. It says Advertising Arts Corporation, New York City, New York. So that's kind of where this came from. There's looks like a number 8 on the metal rivet there that holds the legs, and a number 3. I don't know the significance of that. And yeah, this was something, I'm sure, that was a promotional piece at Westinghouse dealers. Perhaps if you, if you're a Westinghouse dealer, you got some of these, or you gave them to customers if they bought a Westinghouse appliance or a new Westinghouse television set. So anyways, this is just very cherished, and I am just so delighted to have this. But it also got me thinking about pencil cups and, what do we use? And if I'm being honest, I don't really use many things that were designed as a pencil cup. I mean, this was designed, to put pencils in, or pens, and so that's what this is. But here's what I usually use. I go to a lot of thrift stores in the course of my travels because I collect things, and I find a lot of things at thrift stores. But go into any thrift store and you will see tons and tons of glassware. Glasses of all shapes and sizes and for all purposes. And I find that certain glasses that are sort of on the more slender side, but a certain height, make for wonderful pencil holders, and that's what I use. So this is like a small tumbler, perhaps was used for drinks. You might have to call this a highball glass, or just enough for a little shell of beer. And this was actually a glass that was from either Kraft cheese spread or jelly or something like that. But this was one of these things where, to help sell the product that was inside, you had this juice glass that you would have to keep and use after the product was gone. And I have a lot of these. But they make great pencil holders. Of course, a coffee mug. Again, I've been given a lot of coffee mugs over the years, way more coffee mugs than I need for coffee. I am a coffee drinker, but how many mugs can you have? And so I have converted a lot of those mugs into pencil holders. And then there are actually things like this that are pencil holders, and were made to hold pencils and pens and things like that. And I have them everywhere. So again, it can be something really designed to hold pencils. Here's an inexpensive pencil cup that I bought actually the last time I was in Paris. I think this was like $2, and it was in the pencil writing instrument aisle. You have, of course, the Westinghouse TV. You have, look at this. To me, this is so 70s. You've got this, which holds, pencils and a place for maybe an eraser or whatever. Kind of sits at an angle. What else do I have just handy here? Oh, look at this. Somebody made this. This I love. Looks like a big old whale. And look what they did at the top. Somebody who loved to work with wood made this. Isn't that great? I love that. Anyways, my question to all of you is, what do you like to use? Do you use things that are actually designed as pencil holders? Or do you find things that their intent isn't for pencils, but they sure make great pencil holders? Anyways, just all these things came to mind. And like I said, I was just so thrilled for my Westinghouse Betty Furness television pencil cup. I wanted to share it with you. So, thanks for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and I will look forward to seeing you again soon here on Always Analog.